All right. Let's hope. Let's hope it's all peaches and gravy, shall we? As we always do. All right. Here we go. And then let's get this set up. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Are we good? I think we're good. All right. So, what is up, Solo? Glad you finished Brilliant Diamond. Hope that was fun, man. Welcome to the stream, as always. What is up, LaCake? Welcome. Guys, we're here. It's happening. We don't want it to happen, but it's happening, you know? It is happening, my boys. So, as always, guys, welcome back to the weekly reaction to UnOrdinary, brought to you by Uru-chan. Now, we got a lot of fuck shit happening right now, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, so last time on UnOrdinary, we got the tail ends of episode 255 with just Arlo thinking to himself that something wasn't right, and John, you know, outside of the in the bus, you know, looking outside the window as they're heading over, and Arlo just saying something wasn't right, and he sure as heck was correct. Something was not right. So, we started out with everyone in the safe house in downtown with Remy and Arlo, just being like, hey guys, feel free to walk around town, we'll meet back here around noon for lunch. And everyone headed out, and Arlo was like, hey, I'll stick with you, whatever you're gonna do. And Remy was just like, oh, I'm going dress shopping with Oriel and some other girl, do you really want to come with? And Arlo was like, yeah, that's fine. That's great. So, finally got to meet Oriel. That was nice. She wasn't who I thought she was, unfortunately, but, you know, whatever. Remy then noticed that something was up with Arlo, and she questioned to herself if he was okay. We then met back up with Sarah in the next-gen facilities, where she was going over some of the files as she was waiting for the extraction process as the extraction of the conversion technology folder to be complete. And while she looked over some of the research, and we got confirmation basically about, I think, what a lot of the fandom has speculated about what Ember has been up to. Basically, they're trying to, you know, give other people different abilities. They're trying to make Task Force. We got Task Force X in UnOrdinary. That's crazy. Anyway, so while she was doing that, we found out that no problem, Noma, welcome. We found out that Ember had hold of Ray's ability and then some other abilities as well from assumably from heroes that they've killed. And then Sarah looked into Patient Jane. We got confirmation of her level and ability. It's Channel Master for her ability and level 9.1. Anyway, so Sarah finished the extraction. She met back up with the rest of her team. And they were going to then head to the next area, which was basement level 2. Meanwhile, with Blake, John, and everyone at the hiking trail, welcome Spiritual. John, everyone was just kind of, you know, pretty intimidated by the hike and everything. But Black was just like, it's gonna be fine. Meanwhile, John was keeping an eye on Terrence, basically saying, Miriam, welcome. Basically just saying like I need to keep my eye on this kid. Like something's up. But Terrence was also acting kind of afraid. So I don't know. Terrence, like, I still completely don't trust Terrence. I do not trust him whatsoever. But it is kind of like, bro, like, are you important or not? Like, are you a threat or not? Anyway, lastly, before the chapter ended, Sarah was going to get a sample for their research and everything, and she was able to get to it successfully. However, when she got to the lab and when she got to the sample, something happened to her and her ability stopped working. Now, it probably was most likely her ability acting up, but I still firmly believe that it was something in the lab that's happened to her, because, you know, Sarah's ability acting up right now doesn't really make sense. She hasn't really pushed herself too much or anything. She got caught on the cameras and everything. And yeah, the aura sensory alarms went off. So that's where we left off. Sarah asking herself, when did my ability stop working? And that's where we are. That is where we are. And oh man, I can't wait to see what Uru does tonight. It's definitely gonna be fucking insane. So here we go. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, hold up. Okay, here we go. We're good, boys. We're good. Let's go. Okay, here we go. So, boom, here we go, boys. So, tail ends of last week, just Sarah on the ground, just, and Agent Rowden, what the hell's going on? Why is she slowing down? She's showing up on the cameras. And Sarah's, the alarm goes off, beep, beep, and Sarah's just like, what? When did my ability stop working? And UnOrdinary episode 257. Oh my god. And it's blue hair, telepath guy, like, get out! And Sarah grabs the sample still, and she heads for the door. And she's just like, it's locked! And she just ... She turns to the side. And she sees another... Oh no, it's just the outside of the door. And Sarah's just like, fuck it. She kicks that shit open! And now she's just like, no response yet. I need to find Stacy and get her out of here too. And then she runs off like, hey! She's gone. And blue hair's just, emergency exit, east side! And she turns around again. It couldn't have been Stacy. It couldn't have been Stacy. So, Sarah's just running and she's running. She gets to the stairs, a door that shows stairs. She opens it. And we hear, she's on B2, this way! And she hears them coming. And she just ... Focused. Just a little bit further. Okay, so she activates her ability again. It's back up, and she just runs up the stairs past the guards and everything. Yep, gets past them. Emergency exit only. Keep area clear at all times. Oh, please don't tell me you're about to have Sarah jump off a roof. Please don't make Sarah... Oh, thank God. Van pulls up. Get in! And they grab her, pull her in. Boom! Sarah just... And Rowden's just driving. She's like, what the hell happened? Why did the alarms go off? And Sarah just ... My ability is a bit finicky. And Rowden's just, how could that be? Didn't they just charge you up? You should have been fine. I should be the one asking you. You've been in this way longer than I have. Hell if I know. Okay, so Rowden's not in the loop either, it seems. But it's good to note that, like I mentioned in my review for last week's episode, it's good to note that Rowden is aware of Seraphina's condition. And, like, he's like, yo, this shouldn't be This shouldn't be happening to you. Like, what the hell is going on? Sorry about that. Anyway, hell if I know. And blue hair telepath is just like, were you able to secure the sample? Oh, yeah. Oh, don't tell me you broke it, Sarah. Oh, don't tell me it broke. Don't tell me it broke. Oh, yeah. Here. Oh, she's got the sample and the flash drive. Here we go. At least we got what we needed. Let's get out of here. 9:30 a.m. And they're just driving on the freeway. The mission is finished, right? Can you drop me off in downtown? I've got to get back to my trip. And then the tech girl's just like, girl, buckle up. Sure, but we'll need to deliver the package. We'll need to deliver the package to a specific location. And Sarah's just ... Can't you handle that yourself? Why do I have to come along? It's standard procedure. Plus, you'll get credit for the work you did today. Spectre needs to verify that the assignment has been properly completed. It'll only take about 20 minutes. We'll be right back after that. Another 20 minutes? Can I at least have my phone back? And they're just ... And tech girl is just ... She hands it to her. Make sure to keep it off until the mission is over. And Sarah's just, why? We don't want anyone tracking our location while things are still ongoing. Sarah just ... Just bear with it for a bit longer. Wait. Honestly, I gotta be real. Blue hair doesn't seem suspicious. Agent Rowden doesn't seem suspicious at all. He just seems like a guy who's not asking questions. He just seems like someone who's not asking questions. But everything that's been set up, Terrence separating the groups, making sure that they were separated, now they're trying to keep Sarah longer. All right. So, and also Sarah did say that she should meet up with them by the time they get to by around 10ish, and it's 9:30 when they leave. Anyway, so Rowden Hill, 9:40 a.m. So everyone's just doing their thing. Evie, Terrence, and Roland are in the background. Blake's handing some people some water. John's sitting on a rock. Blake's just like, water? Sure, thanks. He's giving it to a green haired kid. And he peeks over at John. And John just... And Blake walks over to him, hands him some water, like, here, have some. And John just like, huh? Just like, and John just, nah, I don't need it. Someone else can have it. And Blake's just ... It's fine, just take it. And he shoves it to John. There's plenty for everyone. And John just ... And so we're with Evie's group, and Evie's just like, woo, stretching. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, wait, let's take some pictures. I can't believe we've made it this far. And she's just like, everyone smile. And so it's her, Dylan, and Roland. They're all smiling. Blake's in the background. John, Ison. But Terrence is like, So she takes it. Terrence activated his ability to stay out of the picture. And Roland's just like, hey, did I blink? Let's send this over to Remy. Like, oh, hang on. There's no signal. And Blake's just, it might be because we're so high up. It's pretty secluded up here. And John just like, huh? Oh, that makes sense. And John just, no signal. Secluded. And he's staring over at Terrence while they're all talking. Ura's gonna leave us on a cliffhanger for everything. This is a cliffhanger chapter. God damn it. Downtown Rowden. 9:45. Ta-da! What do you think of this one? Ooh, so pretty. Love the color. I don't care. Like, hey, Arlo, what do you think? And Arlo's just on his phone. He doesn't give a shit. Take a fucking hint. He's been on his phone all day. You don't think he's talking to another girl, do you? Actually, it might be possible. And Arlo's calling John, just like, we're sorry. The number you have reached is not available at the moment. Please hang up and try again. I can't get in touch with either of them. And Remy walks up to him. Arlo? You're not even going to look around or anything? This place isn't exactly my style. You know, you don't have to stay if you don't want. Hey, have you been able to reach Blake or Ison at all? And Remy just gets annoyed. Little anger is coming up on her. Like, did you even hear what I said? I haven't tried. But if you're having trouble, it might be because they're on a mountain. They might not have... There might not be service up there. And Arlo just... So there's no way to reach them. Did Spectre plan all of this? First, they sent Serafino on a solo mission with no other way to contact her. Then the club was unexpectedly separated. Now the ones going on a hike are completely isolated from the rest of us. This can't all be a coincidence. Could it be their target is Blake? And Arlo's eyes just widen. And Remy's just, Arlo, is everything okay? You've been acting kind of off today. And he grabs Remy by the arm, like, I need to talk to you. About what? And Remy's just, wait, where are you guys going? Hey, what? Like, Elaine, if we don't come back, you're in charge of this. What the fuck is she gonna do? I hate this girl so much. And just ... Rude much. Oriel, you're pissing me off real quick, Oriel. You're pissing me off real quick. I was excited to meet you. Don't end up being a bitch. So, fuck. Fuck. 9:50 a.m. We got the van parked. It looks like they're at a gas station because I see some pumps. And there's a person in a black suit, but like light purple hair. This is not the person that kidnapped Serafina. This is not. I thought it was for a second. I thought it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Like, you did well today, Rowden. Spectre thanks you and your team for your efforts. We'll be in touch. Yeah. And he just drives. This guy's got a nice car. He's got like a sports car. It's white. Cool. He just drives off. So now they're just like, okay. So can you take me back now? You just finished your first job. Relax for... Was this her first? I guess it was. Relax for a minute. And here's ... 10 a.m. How long has it been? Why haven't we moved yet? It's been 10 minutes since they got... It's been at least 10 minutes since they dropped it off and everything. Why haven't we moved yet? And she presses her phone like, Serafina! And it's blue hair telepath. Please keep that off until the mission is finished. The handoff is done. And she starts getting blown up. 6 calls from John, 14 messages from Arlo, and she starts shaking just ... The group's splitting up. Are you almost finished? Where are you? When are you getting out? Call when you get out. Any news? They split us up on purpose. They're after Blake up in the mountains. They're after Blake. No, not just Blake. John's up there with him too. Just ... She's remembering her dream where John got injected. I risked my neck for all of you, and you deceived me? No, hold up. Uru's gonna do some major fuck shit on us. Uru's gonna do some major fuck shit on us. That's what's gonna happen. Arlo, Sarah, and John are gonna be the villains in this moment. I'm calling it right now, because the next shot is John grabbing Terrence by the shirt, and Terrence's just like, "Let go of me!" And it's like, "What's going on? He just grabbed him all of a sudden. He's not gonna hurt us, is he?" And everyone's just kind of like, ugh. Like, "John, what the hell are you doing?" This is like, "Get your hands off of him." Spit it out. What are you planning? UnOrdinary episode 257. I knew it! I knew it was going to be a cliffhanger. Oh. I knew it was going to be a cliffhanger. God damn it! I honestly have a feeling. Uru's gonna do a complete turnaround on us. And like I said, I'm pretty sure the villains are gonna end up being Arlo, John, and Sarah. Because Sarah just activated her ability for no reason. Like I said. Yeah, Stacy's just gone. So, like, I'm curious what happened with Stacy because I'm kind of like, yo, Stacy, I don't there's not really reason to be suspicious of Stacy, but the thing is, Stacy, I don't think she can go back to next gen. Or I don't think she could stay at next gen. But she's also not in the van with them. So I'm thinking, did Stacy set this up? Like, I don't know. But like I said, I think Uru's going to do a turnaround on us, and Arlo, Sarah, and John are going to end up being the villains. John, like, clearly all three of them have the suspicion of, like, what's going on and what's happening and everything. But John just grabbed a kid for no reason, for unprovoked. Even though, like, we clearly have reason to be suspicious of Terrence, nothing's really happened yet. Sarah just activated her ability against her team completely unprovoked. And Arlo pulled Remy aside and is probably going to say what the whole situation is, but it doesn't end up being that at all. So I'm thinking that Uru's going to do a bait and switch on us because the whole thing with this situation, I think, is trust. Sarah is trying to build trust in Spectre, and John is trying to build trust in the safe house, and both of them are gonna fail. And also, like, with Arlo, it's the trust in, like, John and Sarah, essentially. So all three of them have something to lose in this situation. Sarah attacking her team is definitely going to look bad in Spectre, especially with Layla, because if she does and things go south, Sarah doesn't have access to keep her ability active anymore. With John, he becomes a social pariah again against the safe house, and they won't let him back this time. Arlo is probably gonna, it's probably gonna rock his trust with Remy's trust in him right now too, if he tells her what this situation is, but it ends up being the opposite. And John, she hears that John attacked Terrence in this for no reason. So like I said, this is really weird. This is super weird. I definitely, what my biggest hope is, what I want it to be, is that something is about to happen. But at the same time, Uru, she's got the troll ability. Uru's level 10 troll. We could easily get the bait and switch that actually, no, our heroes, the god tiers, are actually the villains in this situation. Come on. Honestly, what I thought was going to happen with Terrence, I thought when Evie took the picture, he was going to activate his ability to keep out of the picture because he looked like he didn't want to take it. But I don't know. Like I said, we really can't trust Terrence. But at the same time, it's like, so far on this trip, this kid hasn't done anything too suspicious, really. Terrence has just been acting like a normal kid. That being said, though, he's been doing that the entire time, too. Like John was dedicated to the cripple role, Terrence is dedicated to the student role. Ah. And also, speaking of that, you know, worst comes to like best comes to worst, I'm gonna say, or best worst case scenario is that literally John is just, or Terrence is literally just there to talk to Blythe for a second, to try and recruit Blythe. That's probably the best worst case scenario. But nah, that's true. That's true. Ooh, why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do this? I'm gonna have to. This chapter is gonna be fun to dissect. This chapter is gonna be fun to look at. Exactly, Legend. It's both suspicious and unsuspicious. Dude, you're right. Ison better vouch for John. Like, he better pull Blythe aside. Because the thing with Ison is, Ison doesn't know that... I'm pretty sure Ison doesn't know that John's in the loop with Arlo and Sarah. He probably figures, since, you know, he knows that Sarah and John are friends again and that's being rekindled and everything. But Ison should vouch for John, because he should mention to Blythe, like, hey, like, Sarah and Arlo have had me look into Terrence. Like, there is reason to be suspicious. I think John's acting a little rash right now, but, like, there's reason behind it. And the worst part about this chapter, like, okay. This is still a really good follow-up chapter to the previous chapters. But it's not for the same reasons. Not because, you know, we're getting major drops or anything, just because it's it's a perfect follow-up to the results of the last few chapters. Yeah, Ison, you've been doing well so far. Like, don't be a bitch. Okay, here's the thing about that, Legend. Like, yes, Spectre wants to help, but at the same time, Spectre was targeting high tiers and making them abilityless. Or at least one faction was. I'm just saying. That's not very helpful, if you ask me. Oh, man. This chapter... everyone's antagonizing Spectre, and I mean, they are, from our perspective, they're justified completely, but at the same time, they could all be acting way too rashly. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna have to do a lot of rereading for this chapter. That's also true. I was also curious about that, because actually, let me check. I want to check if Sarah just rushed past everyone in the stairs, or if she froze them. Because I don't think she froze them. So let's find out. Going. Okay, so she gets to the emergency exit. Okay, yeah. So Sarah was able to to speed up herself. She didn't freeze the security guards. They aren't grayed out. It does look like they're a bit. Well, yeah. No, she didn't. She didn't freeze them. I don't think. I'm sticking with that. She did not freeze them because they're not grayed out like how people normally are when Sarah freezes them. So she definitely just rushed past them. But yeah, oh man, oh man. Another thing that's kind of suspicious, but this is just anime trope suspicious. Telepath guy, we ain't seen this man's pupils. This guy's had his eyes closed the entire time. You know, that's anime villain shit. That's minor anime villain. Those are anime minor villain eyes. Yo, I want to trust Rowden. I want to trust Rowden. Probably. Like I said, the guy who drugged her wanted Sarah to work. The guy who took away her ability, he wanted Sarah to work for him. So these guys are probably his team. Now, like I said, I don't think that Rowden is a bad guy. I honestly don't. Nothing about him has really been suspicious. I think he's just like fine with doing grunt work. Like clearly he's in the know. He was aware he was caught off guard by Seraphina's struggles. So, he was caught off by Seraphina's struggles, so he was suspicious of that too. He was like, yo, why are you acting up? Like how is that possible? Like, you should be good to go. So I want to trust blue hair. I want to trust Agent Rowdens. But Tech Girl, Telepath, and Telepath and Stacy, I don't know about these guys. I don't know about these guys. Quick recap, Jose. Fuck shit happened, man. Sarah, she was getting caught. She was getting on the camera. She was told, yo, get out. So she ran, and she tried to meet back up with Stacy, but Stacy was gone. She booked it. And that's sus. That's fucking suspicious as shit. Anyway, from there, Telepath was giving her abilities. Telepath was giving her directions on how to get out. So he was walking her through like the facility and everything. She got to a stairwell, and she heard some guards coming. She did not freeze the guards, but she did just super rush past them with her ability. And she made it out. Met back up with the team, and they were all just kind of like, and she was all just kind of like, hey, can you like drop me off in downtown so I can meet up with everyone? And they were keeping her They were keeping her. They were like, we need to like do the drop off. That's gonna take about another 20 minutes. We can take you back then. She was like, okay, fine. But they were like, she was like, can I have my phone back? And they were like, sure, but just don't turn it on. We don't want to be tracked until the mission's over. We don't want to risk being tracked until the mission's over. So she was like, that's weird, but okay. Went back to Rowden Hill with John Blake. Blake was, helping out Safe House kids, and John was just like doing his own thing, thinking of Terrence and everything. And Evie mentioned that she was going to try and text a picture to Remy, but there was no signal. And John heard that, and he started thinking to himself, wait, no signal, secluded. And he looked over at Terrence. Arlo dress shopping with Remy and Oriel. And by the way, it seems like Oriel's kind of a bitch, so, I was excited to meet her, but she's really getting on my shit list real easy. Anyway, so Arlo tried calling John, but he was just like, damn it, like, I can't get in touch with either him or Seraphina. And, like, Remy went over to him like, hey, like, she was like, like you don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. Like you like, and Arlo's just like, hey, have you tried calling Blyke or Ison? And Rain was like, no, but you know, they're in a mountain. There's probably no service. And Arlo's just like, oh shit, there's no service. And he was like, and Arlo started speculating like this was all part of their plan. Like they sent Seraphina by herself on a solo mission. We can't contact her. They separated the club unexpectedly, and now the ones that are on hikes are completely isolated from the rest of us. And then he speculated that their target was Blyke. So Arlo grabbed Remy and like kind of like started dragging her away, and he was like, I need to talk to you now. Anyway, after that, the drop-off happened with one of the Spectre agents, and Sarah was just like, okay, like, we can leave now, right? This was at about 9:50, 10 minutes after they told Sarah, or 20 minutes after they told Sarah it would take 20 minutes. So she was like, hey, like, so we can go back now, right? And Rowden was kind of like, hey, like, chill out. Like, this is your first job. You just finished it. And it was 10 a.m. now, and Sarah's like, hey, like, what's going on? And so she was gonna like activate her phone, and Telepath was just like, hey, like, don't do that, like. And Sarah's just like, we just finished the mission. The handoff is done. She turned on her phone, and she noticed that she had 6 missed calls from John and 14 from Arlo. She was just like, oh shit. And Arlo's messages was basically telling her like, we've been split up. I think they're after Blyke. And Sarah was just like, oh no, not just Blyke. John's with him. And she remembered her dream where they took John's ability away. And Sarah's just like, and Sarah activated her ability to, she's about to fuck these people up, it seems. And the chapter ends with John grabbing Terrence by the shirt, holding this poor boy hostage. And everyone's kind of freaking out and everything, especially Blyke. And John just asks him, like, spit it out. What are you planning? So, mad cliffhanger. Now, here's the thing, Jose. Here's the thing. Everything completely points to Spectre being in the wrong. Like, clearly we've been suspicious of Spectre for so long. And clearly, you know, not everyone in Spectre is good. But the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if Uru does a bait and switch on us next week. And it turns out that the villains of this part are John, Arlo, and Sarah. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up being the villains. If it is just like, yo, like, you guys made a call. Unfortunately, it was a bad call. Unfortunately, you made the wrong decision. John is impulsive, and I'm gonna be honest, his impulsiveness is starting to rub off. I think this chapter shows his impulsiveness is starting to unfortunately rub off on Seraphina and Arlo. You know, jumping to conclusions and everything. That's true. Agent Rowden didn't even ask about Stacy. Now, granted, like I said, Stacy, she probably can't stay at Next Gen anymore. But at the same time, you know, I don't know. So Phoenix, like I said, it could on, like, the best worst case scenario is that literally Terrence just secluded Blyke from the others to try and recruit him, I think. That's the best worst case scenario. Okay. Stacy is the Next Gen, green hair girl, the lab assistant who was with Seraphina. Question of the day. Yeah, you're right. Question of the day. Who do you think the villains are? Who do you guys think the villains are? Are the villains Spectre like we've always assumed here? Or are Sarah, Arlo, and John the villains of... Or are Sarah, John, and Arlo the villains of this chapter? Of this arc, we'll call it. This storyline. That's question of the day. But, and oh man. Well, of course the villains are Ember, but... Yeah, I'm going to have to read this chapter a lot, get my notes in place, because this chapter, though it's a cliffhanger and though that sucks, and we have to wait another week for this to hopefully be resolved, this chapter is good in its own right because of because of the things that could happen as a result of this chapter. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I don't know where we're going to go from here. Honestly, I want our heroes to succeed. I want our heroes to be in the right. But they might not be. I don't think he did solo. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'll read back on that chapter. I'll read back on episode 235 for my notes and everything. But yeah. Oh snap. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. But yeah. I'm going to end it here over on the YouTubes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Question of the day, like I said. Who do you guys think the villains of this storyline will end up being? Will it be Spectre or will it be our God tiers? So that's going to be it for this stream. I am going to hop on Twitch later tonight, so I hope I can see you guys there. Maybe in a half hour or so, maybe an hour, I'll be over on Twitch streaming some games. But yeah, Uru, thanks for the chapter. As cliffhanger as it was, I do appreciate it still, because so many things can go wrong now. But we're gonna have to wait and see. So guys, let me know what you thought about the chapter down below, and also comment on the question of the day. And also, yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the chapter. Links are down below. Feel free to come by the stream later on tonight. It's going to be it. And as always, see you, Space Cowboy.